Hello, fellow Firewood fanatics. My name is Chris, in case you're here for the first time. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. This morning, I have a delivery for a half a cord, which means I just need to fill my truck up, but I got to stack it to get it in full enough. And I'm going to be taking this wood right here that I just split yesterday because it is dry wood. And the guy wants dry oak, so that's what he's going to get. And that way I don't have to stack any of this. So it's going to go right into the truck. I'm going to stack side to side rows right level with the bed and fill it up completely, and that will equal a half of a cord or 1.5 face cords, if you like to say it that way. So that's what we're going to do first. I'm going to get this one loaded. We're going to go deliver that. And then when I get back from that, we're going to do a bunch of stacking. I've got all this locust over here that needs to be stacked today, so that's what we're going to get to doing. And then at the end of the day, I've got a 2-face cord or 2/3 of a cord delivery. And so yeah, it's a beautiful day today. Sun is shining. I don't hear any birds singing, but they will, because it's a beautiful day. It's supposed to get up to 40 degrees today, so that's awesome. And yeah, it's gonna be a good day to be outside. Good day for you guys to be watching me work while you're at work pretending to work. So the wood chucking is gonna begin right now. There it is, a beautiful 1/2 of 1 full cord. Now, some of you may ask, how do I know? How am I sure that that is a half a cord? It's because I can do math on a good day. And so what you do is you measure the height, the width, and the length, and you multiply it. And this is just a little over 5 feet wide. It's like 5 feet 3 or 4 inches on the inside of the wells, so they're getting a little extra actually. It's 2 feet high, 6.5 feet long. You multiply that out and you get what? 65 cubic feet. And needed 64. Well, look at that. Isn't that convenient? So basically, 6.5 foot box, you fill the bed level, you got a half a cord stacked. You got to stack it though. And normally I could just throw it in and I would know that I would have a half of a I would have a face cord, but then it's full with a face cord. In order to get the half a cord, which is 1.5 face cords, you have to stack it to get it in. So that's how I know how much wood I have. And this is, I took this whole area right here. So that's basically the stuff that I split yesterday. And that is going to be sold later today because I'm going to sell this. Then I get this all cleaned up. I got some chunks over here I got to take over to the cookie bin later. And after that, then we're going to come over here and we're going to do some stacking on all this locust here. So first thing I'm going to do is go deliver this load, come back. Then we're going to back up the trailer and I'm going to load up my delivery. It's at the end of the day today. It's for 2-face cords or 2/3 of a cord. So we're going to take the rest of this wood that's right here and then we're going to go over to some of my other oak that's already dry in a pile that's just a loose non-measured pile, and we're going to put in 2-face cords into the trailer because that one I can dump. And then when I get that done, then we're going to start stacking on the locust, and then at the very end of the day we're going to go deliver that load. So here we go down the road. Well, I just got back from my delivery. I hooked up the trailer, backed it up to this pile, and then we're going to throw this pile in. And then we're going to need some more besides this pile, but this will clear this whole area up here, and I'll be able to bring in another load of wood here eventually. So we're going to get this one loaded up for the late in the day delivery. So as you can see, this area is once again clean. Now I don't have enough wood in here yet from this pile that I just threw in here. So I'm gonna drive the trailer over to an area where I got a bunch of wood that is not in a measured pile, and I need to throw some more. And I'm thinking I need another, probably a half of a face cord, or half of a third of a cord, or however you want to say it. That is about what I need to go in the trailer yet. But before I do that, I just had an idea. What I'm going to do for this load that I'm going to be taking, this is going to a very long time customer of mine. He's been buying for years, and he buys 8 face cords every year. So almost 3 full cords. And what we're going to do is, we talked last night when he called me, he wants 2 face cords now because that's what he needs for this year to burn. But he always buys a year in advance. So he always buys like two full cords that he stores all through the summer and everything, because they camp too, and he burns a bunch of wood doing that. But he likes to always have at least an extra year's worth of wood. So he's kind of a smart guy. Well, he's a very smart guy, actually. He's a computer programmer, so he's no dummy. And we talked last night, and he said he had an idea. So, and I liked his idea. He said, all I need right now to get through the winter is 2 face cords. So he says, could you bring that? I'm going to bring it today. And he said, I've been watching your videos, because he watches all my videos, and he said, you know what, instead of you stacking the wood, he said, as you're processing wood for next year, so that wood that's back in that corner there, that oak that's way back there, he said, why don't you just throw it right into the trailer? And he said, when you get a full trailer load, he knows that's a full cord, bring it to me, and then we'll stack it right into his shed. And that way we can work together on stacking it. It'd be good for him, be good for me. And he said, and then like maybe the next day or a week later, whatever, he said, bring me another load and do the same thing. Just throw the wood right into the trailer, don't stack it, and then we can just stack it at my place. So I thought that was a good idea. So it's about time I start to get some people buying wood before they actually need it, and storing wood ahead of time, and buying it, you know, in advance enough so that they know they're gonna have a lot. So what I'm gonna do is, I just parked the wheelbarrow right over here. I am gonna load up the wheelbarrow and give him a whole bunch of free kindling, because he's a good guy and he deserves a birthday present. So today's gonna be his birthday present day. So I'm gonna load this up now. So I backed up the trailer over to this wood that's behind the camera here, because I'm going to throw the rest of the load on that I need. And I wheeled the wheelbarrow over here, because I'm going to put that in right in this back corner here, so we're going to unload that first. And some of you are going to ask, why did you wheel the wheelbarrow over here with the wood? Because it's thawing out right now, and that's all the area of the burn that I've been moving, and that's all muddy there. It's going to be just greasy, and I didn't want to drive through that, so it's just easier to use the wheelbarrow. Plus I wanted to get about that much, because I know this wheelbarrow full here, I know about how much that is, and it's going to equal about like 4 or so buckets, maybe 5 buckets full. So a bunch of wood that I'm going to be giving him. So I'm going to put that right into the corner first here. So it's right in the back, so we can grab this off very easily, and he can put it right into where he wants it. And then we're going to throw the rest of the pieces of wood in to make the load that we need. Yeah, right there, that's probably 2 buckets already. This is going to be really good kindling. This stuff is all like at least a year old kindling. So, you know, and if you split stuff down this small for kindling, it's dry within a month. Plus it's been in a pile stacked over here, and then I moved it not too long ago over to where it is now. Oh, that's a lot of kindling. Holy smokes. Might have got a little carried away there. That's okay though. He deserves it. So last night when we were talking, he was telling me about all the different shows he's watching, how he's addicted to it now, and he's watching the show all the time and going through and looking at other people's wood, and so he really likes watching the show. And he told me, he says, you know, he says, that looks like so much fun. He said, I got to come there someday and work. So he wants to come to the wood yard and work for a day. He was very impressed with the splitter. He says, that thing is so fast. He says, I'm surprised you have all your fingers yet. So anyway, we're going to throw the rest of this on right now. So all this wood is right next to the camera and right behind the camera there. I'm just going to throw on the rest of what we need here. There it is. 2 face cords or 2/3 of a cord, and a whole bunch of kindling here for him for his birthday present. So now that I got this done, this is going to sit here the rest of the day till we get to the end of the day, because he doesn't want me to come till like around 4 o'clock today. But right now it's probably 1 o'clock, I'm thinking. So I got about 3 hours worth of time I can put into stacking over there on the Locust. So that's what's going to happen. We're going to head over there and we're going to start slapping pieces of wood together. There goes one of my jets in for a landing again at my airport. Is that really mine? So I'm over at the Locust pile right here where I left off last night, and I'm going to continue on those rows right there and get that, so I get some of this cleared out of here, get this debris cleaned up, and I dragged over over some pallets. They're going to go right in here, and we're going to continue that direction. So stacking happens right now. The stackage for today is complete. I stacked 1 full cord, and that's 2 face cords plus that, I don't know, maybe 2 full cords. I only stacked for a couple hours. I took a break. I had to go take care of some stuff, but it's quite a mess with this Locust here because it's just stringy and messy stuff. I mean, look at all the debris I've got here that I've got to get cleaned up. There's a lot of it. and it's going to have to get done tomorrow because I have to go deliver a load of wood right now. So tomorrow I would like to obviously get this cleaned up, get that cleaned up in there, put down another pallet, finish that row, and then continue this way as much as I can. And I would really like to be able to finish this tomorrow, and it looks like I might be able to, depending on how many orders I get and what time I get here in the morning. But I know I've got one delivery for tomorrow, and so yeah, there it is. Let's go deliver some wood now. Yeah, except they're all rusted out. You can see.
I know. If you can't,
now they're all pretty.
Oh, pretty now. Oh yeah, look at that. They are nice looking.
Pretty cool stuff here. I got some bigger chunks.
Good.
When I split it, they were dry.
Nice order, you know.
They all jump out.
Yeah, they're all out. So good.
So there, the wood is dumped, and this customer here, Mark is his name. I won't use your last name or your address or phone number or social security number. Has the world's greatest drying section here for his racks. Look at, we're gonna fill this up with wood that he's gonna buy for me, isn't that right?
Yep.
So yeah, he's got lots of racks here that we can fill up. That's awesome.
Points.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so this is the guy I told you. I told him I was going to come to you, and you were, next time I come, we're going to just load it into the trailer and then stack it right in these racks here. So we'll be able to back up the trailer and then tip it right in here and just grab it and then just fill the racks until our arms fall off. That's pretty cool. So I am back in the wood yard. Not going to stack anymore. I just came back here to kind of look at, see what I have to do for tomorrow. And I'm just going to continue stacking this pile that you see right here, and I'm going to start that right away in the morning. But I do have a delivery in the morning, so maybe we'll do that first and then stack. Another beautiful sunset you guys are missing. Of course, I'm making it possible that you can see it even when you're sitting at work pretending to work. So that's it for today, folks. Thanks for being here. You know what to do. Hit the buttons, hit that like, subscribe, share button, all that kind of good stuff. Tomorrow, I'm going to be back in the wood yard. You should come on back. It'll be fun. Between now and then, get outside, get cutting. Good night, Irene.